Alright, so prompt 7, guys. Let me just go read this problem out loud for you one last time before we start this session together. Okay, so listen very carefully. 10 years ago, Ramiro was 12 times as old as his son was then. So I'm talking about the past for the both of them, okay? And then the second sentence says, 10 years from now, we understand that the word from now means 10 years later, right? After the present. So in the future, we're talking about. He, which is the father, will be twice as old as his son will be, which is also in the future. Find their present ages. Okay? Now that you have a good idea of what the problem's asking you to find, let's get started.
Let's do this.
Now, we're going to ask a couple of questions about the problem, and hopefully you can actually clarify. For example, lamb. The problem tells you about the ages, sort of, about the father and the son in the past. Can you tell me what the problem described? For the both of them. How's the age for the father and son related in the past?
And the father is twice as old as the son.
Did the problem say that? Did the problem said that in the past, which is 10 years ago, the father was twice as old as the son?
Both times.
Oh, wait, say it again?
Both times.
Okay, so you're saying that in the past, the father's age, which is 10 years ago, was 12 times as old as the son was.
Yes.
Agreed. Good. So this is the reason why you need to read the problem carefully. If you have to jot down some notes to make sure, please do so. Okay? Okay, next one right here. Aurora, can you also tell me about the father's age 10 years from now with respect to his son 10 years from now? Okay, so you're saying, can you restate that clearly so people can actually understand when you say twice, meaning what? Can you give me an example? So let's say if the father will be 40 years old in the future, how old would his son be? Very good. That's what twice is all about. So we understand that concept, right? We understand the problem. Well, can you tell me what is the problem asking you to find?
Find the present ages.
For what? For a cat? For a dog? For what? And thank you. See, that's the thing. You're being asked to find the present ages for both the son and the father. Is that correct? So logically, I would definitely going to do this if I were you. I would draw myself a timeline like so. It would have a present, it would have a past, and it would have a future, right? And this timeline is restricted within the 10 plus 10 minus year, 10 plus year, right? Because of the 10 years later and then 10 years in the past. Now let's be reasonable and think this through. We have two people, sons and a father. So let me ask you this, Lionel. Let's go back to the past. What is a reasonable age for the son in the past? What would you have guessed the son age was in the past? What would be a good starting age for the son? Like the very low age?
Zero.
0? So let me ask this question, okay? I'm the guy who can do this. So if you're saying that if the son is 0 year, which just means he's still
He's still baked like he's money.
so it's not even there yet. Wait. So would that be possible for the son to be 0 and the father is 12 times as old as the son, meaning 12 times 0, which is still 0, so the father is 0 years? Is that possible? So is that reasonable?
No.
No. So what do you think a good starting age is?
3.
Make it hold so it's easy. Okay, 1. Okay, wait. I'm still on Lionel. Lionel, you're saying Lionel. So what's the next starting age should be?
2.
He said 2. 2 years old for the son?
Oh, 1.
Okay, 1.
Yeah.
So he said 1. Listen carefully before we move on. If the son was 1 year old, the father was 12 times the age of his son. So that means the father was only 12 years old. Is that reasonable? Think about that. Is that reasonable for a 12-year-old father to have a 1-year-old son? You see what I'm saying? So this is why I'm saying, just make sure that when you start guessing, it has to be logical, right? And so let's just say, just make a random guess. What about?
Like 3.
What do you think? Give me another number.
4.
4. Okay, fine. Let's say that the son was 4 years old. Okay. Then the father, I'm still on line up here. This is 10 years ago. What would the father's age be 10 years ago if the son was 4 years old? Please do not answer that.
So that means.
Think about that for a moment.
I don't get it. What was the
Yeah.
Well, the question is, we're talking about the past, right?
Yeah.
And we have the description about the past, about the father and the son, based on the problem. The father was how many times older than the son in the past?
12.
Okay, so look at this. If you know that the son was 4 years old in the past, then how old was the father in the past?
So 12
Shh. Shh. What is it?
8.
12
48.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's reasonable. 48 years old. Okay, do we agree with that statement? That because the father was 12 times older than his son was in the past, so if the son was 4, then the father has to be 48, right? Makes sense. So let's go back to the present, which is how many years now?
10.
If we're jumping back 10 years, right? Okay. Then how old would the son be in the present?
100. Wait.
100.
This is in the past, right?
Yes.
What do you think?
So it's like the father and then
He's 14.
So the son would be 14, and the father
58.
58. Okay.
That's
Now.
how old.
Okay. Now, do we still understand this?
Yeah.
Who said no?
Wait, why 10
How would
years?
it be possible?
Well, because the problem says 10 years, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the problem tells you that. Okay, now go to the future, which is how many more years?
12.
10.
Did you read the problem, Lionel?
He just said 12.
Yeah.
Did you read the problem?
Yes, I did.
Please do. Please do. Okay.
I can't if it's not.
So,
What's up? What are you doing?
so that means in the future, 10 years from now, the son would be what?
24.
24. Okay, so the
My
son
dad will be 68.
would be
Damn.
24, and the dad or the father would be 68.
That's the same thing.
Doesn't
Now,
work.
that's our guess, right?
Yes.
And apparently, if you think about this,
It doesn't work.
does it work?
No.
Why not?
Based on our
Why
problem, because in the future it says that the father's age is twice as old as the son, and apparently this is not twice; it's more than twice. So we know for a fact that there's only one combination that will make it work, right? And we have to figure it out. But at least I'm trying to work out this timeline with you to see what age is reasonable. Okay, now let's go back to the very basic again of problem solving. We know that we need to find the son's age in present time and the father's age in present time. We have to come up with how many equations for this? 2. Okay, so let me ask on Kyle. Kyle, what would be your first step for this problem now? What would you do first?
That's
We don't have anything to start with yet. How
You
would
need an
you?
equation, right?
Well, even before equations, how would you start? What do you need to do first? Huh? Okay, good. What's that term called? Involving variables. What's that? What do you have to do to the variable? What do you have to do to the variable?
There's a whole bunch of them in the dictionary.
Thank you. Defining your variable. So, Kyle, how many variable would we use here? Okay, can you tell me which variable would you like to use? X and Y, you said.
DNS.
Which one would be more reasonable to use instead of using X and Y? What would you rather use?
S
and F.
S and F. Okay, S because
Son.
son and F because
How
father.
about R for Amira?
Okay, if you want to.
No, but that one's easier.
Okay, fine. So let's
R
declare
and S or DS.
S for this. So Kyle, S. How do you write that out as a description of S? S is what? Just the son? The son's age?
In the past.
In the past?
Oh, 10 years
Yeah.
ago.
Ah, see, that's the point.
Not in the pig.
The son's age.
In the
When?
present.
Why? Why do you say in the present?
Because you can subtract or add 10.
Shush, you're not Kyle.
Alicia,
Yes.
I am not asking you, right? So please wait for
So-
your turn. So Kyle, what do you write for the S? Okay. Why do you choose present and not the future or the past? Based on the question. See, notice the question asks, find both of their ages in the present, right? So that's why you have to declare it that. So son's age in the present. And so can you finish it up, please, with the last variable?
Oh, F is for the father's age.
Okay, so F would be the father's, okay, in the present as well. So, let's ignore all the assumption that we made up here because we also know that it didn't work out as well. So let's use the variables that we have here. Let me just ask you these questions. How do you describe the son's age in the past using the variable that we just described? So wait a minute, I'm going to call on Trisha. Trisha, how do you write the son's age 10 years ago? Okay, thank you very much. So she said she would write S minus 10. Do we all agree that this would represent the son's age 10 years ago? Because we declared the son's age presently to be S. So then if we want to go back 10 years, don't you have to take away 10 years? This makes sense, right? So how would you describe the father's age 10 years from now? Rosa, Nautica. How do you describe the father's age 10 years from now? Okay, listen carefully. 10 years from now.
Oh.
How do you describe the father's age 10 years from now? If you apply to your case, I say, Nautica, how old will you be 10 years from now? You're not going to subtract, are you? See, so is it about common sense? Is that about all common sense, right? So what would you write for the father 10 years from now?
For the father?
Yes.
S plus 10.
Okay, so F plus 10. Make sense? Father, 10 years from now. So now can we all fill in the rest? Yes.
Are you making a new like timeline?
No, it's the same time. I'm just adding stuff on right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell me, finish this up. What's missing here? How do you write the father's 10 years ago? F minus 10. And the son's 10 years from now? S plus 10. Now, is there any questions? Are there any questions on how I obtain S minus 10, F minus 10, F plus 10, S plus 10? We understand why I put those there, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's go back to the first sentence from the problem. It says this. The father's age 10 years ago. Don't we know what represented the father's age 10 years ago?
Yes.
What is it? Okay, so I'm gonna start writing that first. I'm gonna say the father's age 10 years ago was what? Was what to the son's age? 12 times the son's age, right? So how do you complete this equation? This is the father's age 10 years ago. How do you complete this whole equation based on that sentence?
Equals S 12.
Equals
12x.
12.
S.
Is this S represent the son's 10 years ago?
Yes.
12s minus 10.
Ah.
Present.
See, S is the present, right? But in the problem, it did say 10 years ago for the son as well. So which one represented the son's 10 years ago?
That one.
12s minus 10.
Okay, so is this correct or still wrong?
Parentheses.
Oh,
between the S and the
parentheses.
10.
Because it says what? 12 times the son's 10 years ago, right?
Yes.
That's why you have to put in extra parentheses. All right, very good. Now, let's continue. Second equation now. You read the second sentence, it says this. The father's age 10 years from now will be what?
40.
Twice as old as the son will be then, right?
Yes.
So let me just ask, go ahead, Luis. How would you start that equation? How do you write the father's age 10 years from now?
F plus 10.
Very good. So you're going to say F plus 10. Now how do you end this equation, Luis? The equation tells you what? I mean, the problem tells you what? His age is what to the son? Twice. So how do you write twice? 2, okay. Times what? 2 times what?
Times S. No, F.
2 times what? What age? Whose age are we talking about?
The sun.
But is it present we're talking about or the future? So how do you write that future? Son, the age in the future.
S plus 10.
Okay. So is that correct? Is that right? Do we all agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? That looks like. Oh yeah, that's right.
It makes sense, right? The Father's age in the future is twice the Son's age in the future. The Father's age in the past is 12 times the Son's age in the past. There it is. Everything is there.
Oh.
Notice I'm using whatever we have up here. I did not make anything up. And I'm using the 12 and the 2 from the problem itself. Right, okay, move on. Now that we have two equations, and notice there's parentheses. Logically, what would you do next right away?
You would do this distributive.
Thank you. Distribute property. So let's distribute. Very nice. So Giselle, can you help me distribute?
12
Okay, so how would you write this blue equation up here?
F minus 10
Okay, F minus 10 equal
equals 12S
12S.
minus
Fine.
120.
Very good. Can you finish up with the black one?
Black one. 2S.
I mean, F was 10, right? To start
yeah,
with.
yeah.
Equals
2S.
2S plus
20.
20. Anyone disagree here? Or are we good to go? Okay, now here's the next question that I already asked you yesterday too. Now that we have two equations, what is our next step?
LCM elimination.
No, the
Even before that, remember I keep on asking you this. Before that, even before that, what do you do?
The one that.
So-
LCM.
So Nicole,
LMC.
what do you think our next step should be? Shh. Let Nicole try. What do you think our next step should be after obtaining these two equations? You see, you're jumping a step ahead already. I want you to go all the way back, even before that. You have to have something in your mind to lean towards something, right? But isn't there?
Oh, you need to decide
Let Nicole say that. Nicole, what is it? What do you think? What do you have to decide? How many methods have I taught you already? Okay, so can you name them? Okay, so that's what I'm asking. Which one is which? Which one should we decide on? Is it substitution or is it elimination? So please, whenever I come up with two equations and it looks clean, then you should start thinking about, wait, is it going to be elimination or is it substitution? In this case, which method is the best for this one? Substitution, you said.
Wait.
Why would you choose substitution? Can you give me a reason why? Yeah.
Does S have to be in front, like first, and
No,
then?
no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Yes, that's not why it is.
Hold on. Okay. Okay, why do you choose elimination? What do they look to you? What do they look like to you?
Oh.
Do you see anything in particular so that you can actually say that loud, please. They're aligned. Thank you. Because they are all aligned. Notice the F, the 10, the S column, the number. They're all aligned, right? So if they're aligned, we're good to go. In this case, which column would you like to get rid of? Guadalupe?
I mean, the
Which is-
10.
Wait.
Do you mean like the
Which
letters?
column? Which column? Yeah, we only get rid of the variable column. So which column?
Like the S?
The S, you said.
No, the F.
The F. Why F and not S?
Because the F doesn't have anything in front of it.
Is that the only reason why?
Yes. That I could come up with, yes.
The F.
And we can.
Well, she's right, but
we
Vince, can you defend that answer? Why do we choose F over S? It's easier, that's true. Why is it easier than the S?
Because it's a
Smaller number.
What is it? What is the LCM for F? Yeah, it's already one. You don't have to find it. To be honest, they're all the same. Do you notice that F is already the same?
I knew that.
That's what you should say. That, hey, wait, they already look the same. That means we don't have to find the LCM. But on the other hand,
But what if it has like both? They both have.
then you can pick either one.
Not that hard.
Okay,
Wow.
all right, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and circle the F column. Here's the next part, Alicia, since you want to answer this so bad. Alicia, which operation will you use to eliminate the F column?
Addition or subtraction.
Or which one? Which one is more logical in this case? Okay, so Alicia, would you agree that all I have to do is put the subtraction for the F column and I'm done?
What?
Just that
Why
column only.
subtraction, Mr.
Yeah, you
Nguyen?
have math. Not even.
So just that one column only, and I'm done for the whole problem.
Mr. Nguyen, why subtraction?
Are you trolling us?
Okay, Lionel, you're asking why subtraction, but look, if you don't put subtraction, you put addition, f plus f won't go away. So you have to take away f. You're trying to get rid of it. This is called elimination. That's why we choose subtraction. Because, like I said, if this had been a plus, f plus f is 2f, not 0. Think about it. I have a 2 and I have 2. What do you put in between to get rid of them?
A minus.
Yeah. Would you put an add? An addition sign? I don't think so.
F minus F equals 0.
Okay, no. I'm saying, what I'm saying is, Alicia, is you're telling me that this is the only column I do, and I keep everything the same.
Whoa.
So what does it mean in terms of these columns? What do you do in between?
Shut your face, dude.
Yeah, subtract
Oh,
the
so
thing.
so would you agree? This is what I asked. If you be subtracting this, what do you do with the rest?
Subtract also.
Then you have to tell me that. Tell me that. All right. So subtract. Yes. If you do one column, you have to do all of them. All right. Moving on.
Well, he's
Shut up.
So this is gone. Quincy, can you tell me what is negative 10 minus 10? Oh, okay. Interesting. Negative 10 minus 10 is 0. That's what you told me. Oh, no. That's what you told me, right? So please, I want to make sure that whatever you do this time, Paul, that you verify your answers. If you have to write out like this, write it. Is negative 10 minus 10 0?
0.
What should it be? Okay, so this is incorrect. So negative 20. Next.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What is it?
Chips Ahoy.
So 12s, take away 2s is 8s.
10s.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking, you know. Negative 120 minus 20?
0. Oh, wait, never mind. Negative 120.
Okay,
Negative 2.
there it is. Alright, so, Yamna, how do we solve for s now?
Oh, that was an S.
Ooh.
That was a
Yeah, I was trying to tell you that.
If you pay attention, you would have known. That's an S, okay? So, Yamna, what do you do now?
Your S's look like 5s.
How do you do that? Okay, so adding 140.
What do you do?
Oh, he's getting mad.
Adding 140 to both sides, what do you have now on the left-hand side? 120. So, what's the last step? Okay, so you're saying to divide by 10 both sides, so that means S will equal to what? 12. 12 what?
12 years.
Okay, 12 years old, okay. Now, what person's age did we just find?
The son.
Okay, so that means we're missing what?
The father's.
How do we find the father's age?
Do the same thing, but switch.
We don't do the same thing again. What do you do?
We plug them in.
Okay, we plug one. Okay, which equation would you like to plug back into?
So, second one.
Black one.
Does it matter?
No.
Okay, it doesn't. So let's say I take this, plug it back into here. See it? I replace the S with the value 12. So tell me, what is 12 minus 10?
2 minus 10 is 2.
2 times 12?
24.
Okay, so basically I have F minus 10 equals to 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do I solve for F?
Plus 10.
10. Okay, plus 10 over. So F is 34. So, oh, wait a minute. We got it. So the father is 34 and the son is 12. Let's see if it makes sense. That means 10 years from now, how old will the father be? 44, and the son will be? What? The son will be what?
22.
22. So isn't 44 double 22? So that's good. Let's go back to the past. The past, if you go back 10 years, the father will be 24 and the son will be 2. So is that 12 times? It works. There it is. It answers
I
all
said
the
2 a long time ago, Mr. Nguyen.
Okay, and there we have it. And before we conclude this, guys, I also want to show you this on, guess what program I'm going to use?
GeoGebra.
All right. Okay, so
By computer.
let me go ahead and show you that.
There's a video where you can hear someone say, "Shut up."
Yes.
Oh, your bomb's still on, Mr. Nguyen.
Okay.
His bomb is still exploding.
I don't think it lasts for like 20 minutes.
already answered the question without even having to.
Well, it was 20 minutes. It was 20 minutes.
What a dude! What?
Okay, guys, here we go.
Don't care.
Let's focus. So, let's give me some inputs. What is the first equation again?
F minus.
Okay, here's the thing. For GeoGebra, you have to convert it back to x and y. So for f, you're gonna replace the f with x. Okay. So x what?
Is it alright if we do a y?
10 equals 12.
X minus 10 equals to
12
times
y
y
minus 10.
minus 10. Okay, so that's the first equation. Done. Second equation.
X plus 10 equals.
Wait, did I do something wrong? Hold on.
Plus 10.
Let me correct it. Okay, so it's x minus 10 equals to 12 times y minus 10.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. And then we have.
Wait, but you
F
put
plus
I know, I can delete it. Don't worry.
F plus 10
X plus 10
times y. I mean,
No,
2 times y.
equals to
10.
2 times y.
You're way behind.
Plus 10.
Okay. All right. So, well, we see something here, but we don't exactly see the 2 lines yet. So I'm going to have to move this inward. Watch what happened, please. So I'm going to go ahead and drag it in to until this one too. Whoa, you see something? Okay, you see the intersection right here?
Yes.
We go to intersect 2 objects. We click right there where the intersection occurs, and
Click it.
boom, there you go. 34 and 12.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so there it is. And this will conclude the lessons.
Brother.